So I'm watching a movie on Tubi called The Belko Experiment. I know it's older, not super old, but it's older. I think it's like 2016 or 17. And it's okay so far. It's very interesting. It's got Michael Rooker in it, which makes me happy, but he fucking got murdered. Little punk ass bitch murdered Michael Rooker. Fucker, twat. And you did it with a bitch ass way too. Anyway, not the point. My point was, this is really good so far. I'm 52 minutes in, and it's interesting. It definitely shows you like how will people react when put in these kind of situations. Will you sacrifice one to save 100, kind of thing. So basically, if you don't know the premise of the movie, it is these employees work in this. I don't even know what kind of building it is, honestly. But they were all work here. I think there's like 90 people or something, and this voice over the loudspeaker goes, you have 30 minutes to kill 2 people. Like, long story short, that's what he says. They think it's kind of a joke, and then when someone tries to run out, they realize that the doors get locked and they can't get out. Like, these shutters come over the doors and they can't get out. So then, as like those 30 minutes pass, it appears as if 2 people are shot, but they're not. They have these chips implanted in the back of their head for tracking purposes, and they blow up. That part reminded me of Suicide Squad. If you've seen it, you know what I mean. But I think this came out first. I am having sinus problems like a motherfucker. But I think this is a really good movie so far. I don't know how the ending's gonna go, but definitely got your fanatics trying to kill people because they can. You got your fanatics that think they're more important than others, and then you got your people who are just trying to skate by, which really good. The parts so far leading up, I think, to the ending, again, everything is good. You got your crazies who think they're poisoning the water, which I especially think since they already have you microchipped, they're not going to poison the water. But yeah, it's pretty good. I'm going to keep watching, and I'm going to let you know. So far, I just don't like this little part where they're, like, blasting opera music. I don't like when they do montages like that, where they show you everything that's going on and they just have, like, music playing. Especially because it's all happening in, like, less than an hour span, so you don't really need a montage. Just cut to the fine points, you know? I can understand montages if you're doing, like, an overtime type of thing, like, over days, but this is only an hour. So, we don't need a montage. But anyway, I'm gonna keep watching and then I'll make another review. So I'm still watching, obviously it's not over. But they just split people up. The old and the young, the ones that have kids, the ones that don't have kids. And then somebody backtalked this dude, so he shot the fuck out of him. Who's keeping track of the body count, though? Because if we're at a body count, like, that's only been one since the 2-hour timer was set. But in total, but he shot someone. Like, who's keeping track of the body? See? Who's keeping track of... Okay, so he just said 5, but that's not 5. How is that 5? I think his count is off because my count is off as well. But either way. Alright, he just answered my question. Never mind. Here's my thing with your old, young, kids, no kids separation. Alright. You're shooting... They were shooting younger people if they didn't have kids. Not younger, but like younger 30s if they didn't have kids. You were shooting them. So why would you shoot the younger person even though they don't have kids, but still keep the older person who's like in their 60s with kids? I don't, like, this is why I could never play this game. This is not a game. This is life, and you're gonna fucking kill. And my brain is just like, I can't comprehend the reasoning behind killing this person and not that person. Like, my brain does not compute the answers. But I love how the douchebags who are controlling who lives and who dies are 3 pretty boy jocks. Like, pretty boy, bitch boys, whatever you want to call them, that's what they are. And that's what they're acting like. Like, you're just high school bullies who now have a gun and have a reason to kill. And then you got this dude who was playing so nice, and now he's just shooting to shoot. Like, and what kind of building is this that they have just guns in a safe? Like, are you not suspicious when they try to implant shit into your brain? That would have been an automatic no for me. And here's also the thing I especially think with this experiment in general. It's about to cut to commercial, so is they became the killers they didn't want to be. So you got these 3 dudes, or it actually ended up being like 5 dudes, who are the head. We gotta kill this amount of people. Alright. Then you got everyone that didn't want to play the game. The rest of the people didn't want to play. So now they're killing the ones that were killing them. And yeah, it's self-defense, but it's also you're still becoming the killer. Does that make sense in anyone else's brain but mine? I'm getting kind of off track for the review, but it's still a really good movie, especially it's psychological. And I can't really get into psychological too much, but this is good. So because they couldn't kill the 30 people in time, there was 1 person left. They killed 29. Now, 31 people have to die. Which, this whole movie is just so fucked up. It's good, it's really good. If you haven't watched it, definitely watch it. But still, 100%. You should watch this movie. It's on TV. It's not done yet. It's still so fucking good. But in a sense, I also want to blame the girl for the additional 30 people dying, because she had the chance to kill that guy who was killing everyone, and she didn't. So I kind of want to blame her, but then again, do you want her to become the killer? Like, it's really just that psychological of, it's a fucked up movie. Mentally, it's a mentally fucked up movie. Also, something I'm curious about too is these people who are running the experiment, who are blowing people up, who control the chips, whatever. How are they choosing who dies? Because clearly they have played favorites to the main character, the guy who tried to cut his chip out, who tried to hang the manners. They're very much playing favorites towards him. So, how do they choose who gets to blow up? Why do I think they're playing favorites towards him? Because they could have blew him up when he tried to take the chip out to warn everyone else, like, hey, don't do that. They gave him a countdown. When he started hanging the banners, they shot the other guy and shot at him but didn't hit him. So, they're playing favorites towards him. The kill count is truly the sealer of making people go crazy, because once you tell them how many people these people have killed, you kind of just cross the line of, you opened it up, like you said. You opened up the line of saying, hey, he's killed 12 people already, he'll kill you too, and he will, because you just told him he's killed 12 people, it doesn't matter. And same for the people that just killed 1. It's like, oh, well, she's already killed 1, so let me either kill her or stay away from her, and it puts a target on everyone's back. This movie is psychologically fucked up, and I love it. So I'm at this scene where Sean Gunn, the actor, and this guy are cutting the bombs out of dead people's heads because they want to put them on the wall and think the wall's gonna explode. Ignore my lip. I bit it literally while I was talking in the last video. But then this chick comes over and she announces on the loudspeaker that she's looking for the dude Michael, the one that is clearly being played for favorites on. And she tells him I'm on the first floor. Now, you dumb bitch, you just opened yourself and I bit it real bad. Yourself and everyone up to letting them know where you are. Like, all these people trying to kill, you just told them where you are. Put a target on yourself, Michael, and those other 2 guys' backs. Dumb bitch. See? People are getting fucking killed that were safe on their own until this bitch gets involved. Because, again, she didn't go for a headshot. She shot the dude in the arm. So what did he do in return? He got up and he shot his gun and he shot the heavyset dude that was with Sean Gunn. And, like, see, I want to say she should have just shot him in the head, but then I'm like, I don't think I would have been able to, but this is a fucking movie. It's not real life. That's how I'm justifying this. It's not real life. Even though I know for sure as shit this would happen in real life, like the government. Just a general curiosity. What if someone called in sick that day? Like, what if someone called in sick, would they have waited till the next day? Or would they have just killed that person at home? So I understand this guy's thought process of doing the Molotov cocktail things, but also I don't, because you're setting this building on fire slowly and you're still stuck in it. What if you don't kill the most and you're hiding to like not die? And you can't get out the building because they won't let you out because there's 2 people out. Like, what if the fire gets worse before the killers get done, you know? Like, it's the best part about these spoilers, except for learning the one guy's name. I'm not telling you who's living and dying because I don't know their names. Major spoiler, but kind of not really, because, like, you saw it coming. The guy that they were favoritizing, the one that cut his chip and all that stuff and blah blah blah, he won. He's the only surviving member of the thing, but I didn't see the chick from the basement die. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. But so what happens now? I'm watching this to find out, obviously, but like, what happens now? Hey, it's creepy guy. This guy played in Slither as the mayor, I think. And he played in this other movie where a gun warehouse thing gets put in lockdown. Because fucking... Oh my god, this guy is terrible. No, see, this is not, so far, not a satisfying ending. Hold on. He just said he's part of the big reveal, the big bad guy. He just said that he's part of an experiment to learn about social shit and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, why? The guy who survives says why. He says, no, he says, for what? Or something like that. He said, that's not the point. It's just to collect data. So you did all this just to pass along information. Like, there wasn't even a big, like, we're building a better blah blah blah. No, it's just to pass on information. Like, eat my wiener. So the ending won me over. I'm not gonna spoil that ending because it's worth it. It really is 100% worth it, so I'm not gonna spoil it. But oh, you fucker. There's a twist to the twist. Oh, they all did it.
Stage 1. Commence stage 2.
Oh, you fucker. I hate this movie. I love this movie. I hate this movie. I really thought that would have been the end of the end, but no, it's so much bigger. Have you seen the Belko Experiment? What are your thoughts? Comment, like, subscribe. Check out the link in my description for my Etsy. I currently have 5 Ouija stickers posted, but there will be more soon.